Welcome to the show. This is The Force Always, because it says on my t-shirt. My name is David Zimmer, aka Diz. Anyway, so let's get into saying and meaning. If you want to subscribe to this channel, it'd be great. You know, you can get repeat views if you like, or like it, or share it. I'm doing weekly videos, The Force Always, on news, views, reviews, and interviews. If that's what you choose, pay your dues. Anyway, so please subscribe to this channel to keep rocking all of those news, views, reviews, interviews. And let's get into the Star Wars news. This channel, April 13 to April 16, Easter weekend, is going to have some exclusive funky stuff go down. I'm dropping 3 or 4 videos. You want to check this channel for that. I'm going to be going the hard yard for some things I'm going to drop between April 13 and 16. Easter weekend, 3 or 4 videos. Check it out. Anyway, to more news. Kanan, who is a character in Rebels, will be coming to Star Wars Celebration 2017 in Orlando. His name is Freddie Prinze Jr. He'll be there for photo ops, I assume, autographing, and I would say the panel that's going to appear on Saturday, which is for Rebels, the animation. Anyway, to more news. The nerd speed dating is fully booked out at Orlando Star Wars Celebration 2017. Unless you are a lady on the Saturday and Sunday, there is one spot available left for the ladies wanting some Star Wars men at the nerd speed dating. That's what they're calling it, the nerd speed dating. It's fully booked out. All the guys there who want to rock some speed dating now, sorry buddy, you got to be rocking the moves on the floor, but appropriately. Anyway, so to more news. Natalie Portman, who played Padme in episode 1, 2, and 3, is about or has had a child. Here is a suggestion if it's a boy, Anakin, or if it's a girl, Annie. That's my little input for today. But Natalie Portman is or has been pregnant. Whether she's had the child yet, I'm unable to confirm right now, but she is about or has given birth. Anyway, to more news. Now, the badges or tickets or whatever you want to call them are still being sent out internationally, but I got my hands on some of the looks to these passes, and what I found interesting is there's a character for each particular day: the Thursday, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Friday had Kylo Ren, which obviously is pushing towards the episode 8 sort of day at Star Wars Celebration. That's a little bit obvious, but what I found most intriguing is the Sunday had Jyn Erso, the character from Rogue One. Now, it's not that they're going to show off Rogue One. It's done. They'll probably have memorabilia, they'll have the autographing, things like that, but that was a Star Wars story. And I believe on that Sunday, in some sort of capacity, they are going to reveal something or things about the next Star Wars story, which is the young Han Solo film. And I think the Sunday is going to present that as a complete surprise. Excuse me. Even though production has just barely started, I think maybe a name, excuse me again, a name for the film, official name, or possibly maybe a poster or some sort of image, but watch out for that. Anyway, that's the Star Wars news for this time around. Let's get into the views. Maul's life after death. Excuse me. I think I'm feeling a bit of the death. But anyway, I think this time that Maul needs to stay away from being alive again. His whole life, coming from Phantom Menace into Clone Wars into Rebels, was good, but for me it didn't really peak hardcore. It was sort of an interesting idea. It had interesting elements, components to his story lifeline after he died the first time, but I think he just needs to now not be brought back. I was one to say to have him defy the odds and keep the revenge, even having the character appear in, even episode 8 or 9 or even 10 beyond. It would have been interesting to the character with some way out ideas, but you could have achieved it. But now he's dead, let's leave him dead. That's my story idea to the views this time around. Anyway, so let's get into the reviews. Speaking of Maul, it was the big Maul versus Ben Kenobi episode that was situated on Tatooine. I'm giving the episode 8 out of 10. I thought it was lightly impactful. It was definitely a great episode. I thought the actual lightsaber duel, the lightsaber duel was good. It was short, but it didn't bother me it was short. But it had to sort of portray that Ben Kenobi was not really up to it, and to have a quick, short, sharp fight is best. And sort of suited the actual story. The biggest point that I thought was interesting, that has been answered many times online by now, was the part where Maul said, "Is he the chosen one?" Then I thought, oh my goodness, I thought Anakin Skywalker, they're changing it again. Anakin Skywalker was the chosen one. But when you think of the timeline, where this episode fits in the whole Star Wars timeline of canon, it actually makes sense, because at that point Ben was at a loss with Anakin, as he had technically ceased to exist, and so there was a chosen one. Who is it? Could it be Luke? So it made a lot of sense after when you thought about it. So the whole episode was a bit of a slow burn. It was not like action this, action that. It was interesting. So that's why I'm giving it a bit of a lightly impactful, but still very good. 8 out of 10. So that's my reviews this time around. So now we're about to get into the interviews, and this interview is with Morgan. She is a beautiful lady, inside and out. Man, she is beautiful. And I got the chance to just ask her some questions. She's not a big Star Wars fan. She did see Rogue One recently and Episode 1. She had some interesting viewpoints, so check them out. So it follows straight after this. But until the next time, which this is a weekly news, views, reviews, interviews, shows, The Force Always. Until next time, keep rockin'. Okay, welcome to the Force Always interview section. This is the beautiful Morgan. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Excellent. Now, you are a Star Wars fan or not?
I'm going to go with not.
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 Damn it. Now,
That's only because I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
Or most of them.
But which one have you seen?
I saw Rogue One.
Yeah.
And I've seen Episode 4. Is that the one with Jar Jar Binks?
No, that's Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah. So tell me what you thought of Rogue One briefly, and what you thought of Episode 1. Rogue One and Episode 1.
Rogue One, from what I can remember, I was quite tired when I watched it, but it was good. The effects were good. It had an interesting storyline. And Episode 1, I feel like it was a bad one to watch first, because Jar Jar Binks was the most annoying character I have ever come across in a movie.
So did you watch it from start to end?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was Jar Jar Binks that destroyed it for you?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I should have watched the other ones first.
will you ever watch the other ones?
I think I will,
Yeah.
when I have time.
Do you think there's enough story in it that you would have some sort of passion for?
I'm not sure yet. I do like some fantasy sci-fi movies, but I think I have to watch it to figure that out.
So do you see it as a sci-fi, or do you see the adventure about it?
I see adventure in it, but I'd say it's sci-fi.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've got The Last Jedi coming out at the end of this year, which is episode 8. What do you think the chances are you're going to see that?
Depends on if I watch the other ones. When does it come out? End of the year?
December.
I might see it.
Yeah.
I have to watch the other episodes first, because otherwise I feel like I'll be lost.
Yeah. And so have you got any other connection to Star Wars at all?
No.
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 Well, once
Apart from
again,
you.
once again, the Star Wars nerd community, which I'm a part of,
Yes.
has lucked out with a beautiful lady like yourself not being a part of the Star Wars community. But anyway, and you also have a boyfriend in New Zealand?
Yes.
Yes. You want to say hello?
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob. I'm interviewing your girl right now. That's right. Anyway, so thanks, Morgan, for your time, and may the Force be with you.
Thanks, Dave.
The Force will be with you, always.